Stop forcing it. Seriously, take a breath right now and notice where you're currently pushing against reality. We live in a culture that has completely glorified the grind. We're taught from childhood that if something isn't working, the only acceptable solution is to double down, work longer hours, push harder, white knuckle your way through the resistance, and just force the outcome. We treat friction like a badge of honor. But what I want to offer you is a completely different truth today. Force is actually the sound of misalignment. When a project, a relationship, a sales target, or a life decision feels exhausting, like an uphill lift every single second, it's rarely lack of discipline. It's an alignment problem. When you try to muscle your way through misalignment, you don't create momentum, you create burnout. The invisible operating system. Think about how nature works. A river doesn't aggressively force its way through a mountain. It flows through the paths of natural resonance. Yet as high achievers, founders, leaders, our immediate default when things get uncertain is to panic, and we try and control everything. We switch into what I call survival mode, fight or flight. We calculate every anger, we try to manage other people's reactions, and we carry the entire emotional weight of the business or what's going on in our life in our shoulders. Here's the trap. You cannot think your way into alignment. You can't think your way into alignment. When you operate from fear, that frantic controlling energy creates a massive wall of resistance. You can feel it. Your team feels it. Your family feels it. Your prospects feel it. You end up pushing away the very success, peace, and abundance that you're exhausting yourself trying to attract. The problem isn't that you lack strategy. The problem is what's interfering with your natural flow. Most advice out there tells you to add more things to fix the problem. Add another habit, add another productivity app, add something to your schedule, add another complicated marketing funnel. Real transformation doesn't come from accumulation, it comes from subtraction. You have everything you need. It's about asking, what do you need to remove? What false identity are you performing right now to keep everyone else comfortable? Where are you saying yes when your body is screaming no? What outcome are you desperately clinging to because you believe that your self-worth depends on it? When you remove the noise, the fear, and the need to manage everyone else's perception of you, your baseline clarity is already there. You don't need to become someone new. You have to stop interfering with who you already are. I coach business people. We very seldom talk about business. We're always talking about energy and about who they are and how to express themselves. They know what to do. What gets in the way is what you think other people are observing, the way you're judging yourself, judgment, blame, shame, and guilt. How do you make the shift from force to flow today? It starts with one simple practice. Step away from the thermostat. The next time you feel that tightening in your chest, the urge to push, to fix someone else's mood, or to force a deal across the finish line, pause, acknowledge the fear, take your hands off the steering wheel for 60 seconds and ask yourself, if I stop forcing this, what would the honest, simple next step actually look like? When you operate from your authentic center, you don't have to drag results into your life. You match the frequency of what you want to build, and life will meet you halfway. Stop forcing, Start aligning. Allow your energy to attract it in. I'm Bill Heinrich. I've written a 9-book series called the Aligned Life Series. You can see it at www.thealignedlifeseries.com. And if you want to find out how to get away from this forceful and get more into the flow, go to speaktobill.com. Get a time on my calendar and let's have a conversation.